It's Katrina from Flow Fitness. Today's class is an all levels flow. You won't need any props, but if you like having blocks for your lunge, you're welcome to have 2 blocks on standby. We'll be starting standing today in Tadasana Mountain Pose, feet about hips distance apart, arms by your side. Great to settle into your breath, looking down at the floor or even closing your eyes. Today we'll be reflecting on what feels good in your practice. You can modify any poses, adding poses in or taking any poses away, taking what serves you, leaving what does not. Most of my practices are focused on alignment and what a pose is supposed to look like. Today we'll be thinking about more how it feels. First, by coming back to the breath, a full deep breath in, and a full deep breath out. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up and over, lift your chest and gaze. Interlace the fingers, the pointer finger and thumb are free. Keep the feet reaching down as you inhale, growing taller through the fingertips and ribs. Exhale, side bending to the right. The ribs and chest facing forward. Stretching the left side of the ribs. Pressing down through the feet evenly. Inhale, pass through center, up and over to the left. Keeping the hips and ribs facing forward. Keeping the chin tucked in. Reaching up and over to the left side. Exhale, heavy into the feet. Inhale, passing through center. Release the interlaced fingers, arms wide to the teeth. Reach the arms forward. Right elbow will cross on top. Bend the elbows, backs of the hands together, just a simple eagle arm. Elbows lift to the height of the shoulders, forearms and wrists reach forward. Doing a stretch in the upper back between the shoulder blades. Notice if you're holding the ribs. On your next inhale, unravel the arms wide to a T. And then exhale, arms reach forward, left elbow crossing on top, bend the elbows, back of the wrists together. Lift the elbows to the height of the shoulders, arms reaching forward. Standing tall from the crown of the head to the heels as the forearms reach forward. And inhale, unravel the arms wide to a T. Inhale, arms circle, sweep up. One more time, interlace the fingers, pointer finger and thumb are free. Exhale, up and over to the right. Press down, inhale through center, up and over to the left. Press down, inhale through center, release the fingers, bend the elbows, find a cactus shape. Elbows press forward, fingertips tilt back, and squeezing between the shoulder blades, lift your chest a little back bend. Take the arms behind you, interlace the finger, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest a little back bend. Shoulder blades press up as the knuckles pull down. Exhale as you forward fold, bending the knees as you fold. Keeping the interlaced hands, squeeze the whole palm together. Release the fingers down to the floor, inhale, halfway rise. Exhale, plant your palms, stepping back into your downward facing dog. Feet about hips distance apart, maybe a little wider. Palms pressing down as the hips rise back and up. The belly pulling in. Lower the knees to the floor, finding your tabletop, untuck the toes. Finding a few rounds of your cat and cow, lifting the chest, lift your gaze. And exhale, press the palms down as you lift the belly and ribs. Getting back to that idea of reflecting on what feels good in these first few moments of your breath. If you want to find some sideways action of the ribs, maybe circular movements in the ribs and the neck. Noticing what you need in these first few moments of your practice. Moving along through the spine or more circular. If you're going circular, change the direction. Moving with your breath. Coming back into your tabletop. Walk your knees back so you're in a longer tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips and your knees, coming back to your downward facing dog. Little bend in the knees so the hips can rise back and up, palms pressing down. Letting the head gaze back to the toes. Inhale high on your toes. Start to walk your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway rise, lift your chest. Exhale as you fold, bend your knees, arms reach forward, press down, straight legs all the way to standing. Drawing your palms to your heart and arms releasing down by your side. Inhale, arms circle, sweep up, interlace the finger, thumb and pointer finger are free. Exhale, up and over to the right, feet evenly pressing down. Inhale through center, up and over to the left. Press down, inhale through center, bend the elbows. If you're pulling a window down as you lift your chest up and forward. Lengthen the arms, reach them back, interlace the fingers, shoulders, roll back, lift your chest, little back bend. Exhaling as you fold, bend the knees as the knuckles reach up, the head curls in. Keep the interlaced hand, bend the knees, chest moves forward, your torso parallel to the floor. Knuckles pull back, chest pulls forward. Release the interlaced hands to the floor. Left leg steps back, right arm up toward the ceiling, find your twisted lunge. Right hip pulls back as the right arm reaches up. One long line from wrist to wrist. And lean into the left. Don't let the right arm fall with you, keeping that straight line from wrist to wrist. High on the ball of the back toes to stretch the toes. Exhale to revolve a little deeper. Inhale, look down, hands plant down. Step right back into your downward facing dog. Palms pressing down as the hips reach back and up. And inhale, rock forward to your plank pose, belly lifting, chest forward, heels back. Lower your knees, untuck the toes. Chest and chin come down, keep your hips high. Slide the chest forward to your cobra pose, elbows high in, looking down. Moving through your tabletop again, we'll meet in our downward facing dog. Hips rising back and up, palms pressing down. Inhale the right leg back and up, flex the foot till the toes spin down. Draw the right knee into the chest, step to the top of your mat. Shorten your stance, left foot moves forward, find a pyramid pose. If the floor seems far away, option to bend the back knee so the front leg is straight. Or if you have blocks available, your hands to blocks to lift your chest. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. More weight in the ball of the right foot without squeezing the toes. The belly lifting, keep the spine long. Pressing off your back leg, coming back into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, long spine. Forward fold, bend the knees, arms reach forward, press down all the way to standing straight legs. Palms to the heart, and arms coming all the way down. Inhale, arms circle, sweep up and over, interlace the fingers, thumb and pointer finger are free. Inhale, up and over to the right. Coming back through center, up and over to the left. Press down, inhale through center, bend the elbow, cactus arms, little back bend, lift your chest. Arms lengthen, interlace the fingers behind you, shoulders roll back, lift your chest, knuckles pull back. Bend your knees, forward fold, keep the interlaced hands as they reach up and you fold down. Bend the knees, knuckles back, chest forward, knees forward, your torso parallel to the floor. Release the interlaced hands as you forward fold. Right leg steps back, left arm high, find your twisted lunge. Notice that the hips have swayed to the left, keep the hips pulling back as the chest pulls forward. High on the ball of the back foot as that left arm reaches high. Exhale to revolve into your twist. Inhale, look down, hands touch down. Stepping back into your downward facing dog. Palms pressing down, long spine. Coming back to the breath. Inhale, coming through your plank pose, chest forward, heels back, belly lifting. Lower the knees, untuck the toes. Knees, chest, chin, keep your hips high, sliding forward into your cobra. Maybe float the hands up as the elbows hug in. Release the hands down, tuck the toes, moving through your tabletop back into your downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg back and up, flex the foot to the toes, spin down. Draw the left knee into the chest, step forward, pyramid pose, shorten your stance, left foot can move to the left. Option to bend your back knee so the front leg can straighten, or if you have blocks available, lift your spine so your spine can be straight, parallel to the floor as the right hip pulls forward and the left hip pulls back. Taking an inhale, finding some space to breathe in the back of the body. Using the back foot to press yourself forward into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway uncurl the spine. Exhale as you fold, bend your knees, arms reach forward, press down, rise up to standing. Exhale, palms to the heart. And release the arms by your side. Inhale, moving quicker, arms up, interlace the fingers. Side bend, up and over to the right. Inhale through center, up and over to the left. Press down, come through center, cactus the arm, little back bend, lift your chest. Lengthen the arms, interlace the hands behind you, lift your chest, pull the knuckles back. Exhaling as you forward fold, keep the interlaced hands. Press down, bend the knees, arms back, chest forward. Fold forward, hands down, left leg back, right arm high, right into your twisted lunge. Inhale, look down, step right back into your plank, hold your plank. Chest forward, belly up. Press the floor away, lower your knees, chest and chin, hips stay high. Slide forward through your cobra, lift the legs and your hands, elbows hug in, thighs lifting up, looking down the back of your neck long. Tuck your toes, plant the palms, move through your tabletop or right through your plank pose. Exhaling back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg back and up, toes spin down. Draw the knee into the chest, step to the top of your mat, shorten your stance, pyramid pose. Look forward, press to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale as you fold, bend your knees, arms forward, press down, rise up, straight legs. Interlace the hands right away to the other side, up and over to the right. Inhale through center, up and over to the left. Press down, come through center, cactus the arm, pull the chest forward and up. Lengthen the arms, interlace the hands behind shoulders, roll back, lift your chest. Exhale as you forward fold, and hands stay interlaced. Coming up halfway, bend the knees like a chair pose, your torso's parallel to the floor, knuckles back, chest forward. Release the hands down, forward fold. Right leg back, left arm high, twisted lunge, arm up. Keeping the chest reaching forward, look down, step right back into your plank pose. Knees down, chest and chin down, keep the hips high. Moving through your cobra pose, moving all the way up into your upward facing dog, thighs lifting up. And exhaling back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg back and up, flexing the foot to the toes, spin down. Draw the knee into the chest, step forward, shorten your stance, pyramid pose. Keeping the chest reaching up, long spine, left hip back. Press your back foot forward, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale as you fold, bend the knees. This time the arms reach back. Your torso reaching forward like you're resting on the thighs. Arms reach forward, finding a chair shape in the legs. The legs stay as they are. Lift your chest and your arms. Press down all the way to standing, straight legs. Then exhale, palms to the heart. And arms releasing down. From your Tadasana mountain pose, facing the long edge of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips and widening your feet. With your feet wide, your hands just above your heels. Spinning from the top of the right thigh so the toes face the short edge of your mat. And taking your back left heel back, notice that the hips have tilted. So lifting the right hip up. And finding your warrior two. If your knee goes beyond the ankle, make your stance a little wider. Leveling your hips, inhale, arms wide. Gazing beyond the right fingertips. And softening the shoulders, coming back to the breath. Keeping that inner right thigh lengthening. A little horseshoe action to plug the right hip back into the glute. Flipping your palms up, inhale, arm circle, sweep up. And this time hooking your thumbs. With the thumbs hooked, almost like you're pulling the arms apart. Without puffing the ribs or back bending, reach the arms up. Hold on to your warrior two. As you reverse your warrior, lift the right hip off the thigh. Let the left hip tilt down to help you find a little bit of your reverse warrior two pose. Hold the reverse warrior, separate the hands, palms face each other. Come back through center, warrior two legs. Then start to tilt forward into your side angle, both arms reaching forward for just a breath. Ribs revolving to face the long edge of your mat. Then take that right forearm to your thigh, reach the left forearm even further to find the space along the right ribs. Heavy in your right heel, soften the toes. Roll the left rib cage back as the right rib cage spins forward. Taking that top arm toward the ceiling, passing through your warrior two. Lengthen both legs, hands to your hips, spin your toes to face the long edge of the mat. Other side, from the top of the left hip socket, spin the toes to face that back edge of your mat. Back heel bumps back. You can adjust the length of your stance. Bending your front knee if the knee goes beyond the ankle, and widen your stance. If your hips have tilted, pick up the left hip. Arms coming wide to your warrior two. Wide across the chest as the arms radiate outwards. Softening your shoulders. Coming again to that idea of how does your practice feel? Notice how the breath feels. Are you over-efforting? Can you find a little more ease and strength at the same time in this pose? Hold the warrior two legs, palms spin up. Inhale, arms overhead, hook the thumbs, try to pull them apart. Reach the arms up to feel the space in the ribs. Hold on to the warrior two legs and reverse your warrior. Use the hook of the thumbs to pull the arms back. Maybe you lift the left hip and drop the right hip to help you find your reverse warrior. Hold the shape, release the hook thumb so both arms reach back and up. Heavy in that left heel, pass through warrior, come back through center. Keep the arms reaching up, tilt them forward over that front left thigh, both arms reaching. We're here for just one breath. Revolve the ribs to face that long edge of your mat. Then take that left forearm to that thigh, right arm reaching even more, like you're really long from your fingertips to that back left right heel. Spin the left rib cage forward and the right rib cage back. Gazing up toward the ceiling, if there's too much effort in the neck, you can look down or to the side wall. Heavy into the feet, press down as you exhale. Top arm up toward the ceiling, let that pull you back through your warrior two. Hands to your hips, lengthen both legs. Spin your toes to face the long edge of your mat. From here, step or hop your feet together. And again, coming back to the top of your mat in your mountain pose. Inhale, arms circle, sweep up and over. Interlace the finger, thumb and pointer finger free. Exhale, up and over to the right. Inhale through center, up and over to the left. Inhale, coming back through center, cactus arm, pull the arms down, lift your chest. Lengthen the arms, interlace the hands behind you, roll the shoulders back, lift your chest, baby back bend. Exhale as you forward fold, bend the knees as you fold. Halfway rise, knuckles back, chest forward. Hold, plant your palms, step right back into your plank pose. Option here to skip your chaturanga flow. You can hold your plank. We'll all meet in our downward facing dog. Moving with your own breath. Bring back to that idea of what feels good in your practice. Noticing what poses you can leave behind or add in. Sometimes moving backwards, you can see the direction you're moving. Moving in and out of the pose to notice where you can lean in a little more. Or if you're over-efforting, you can take some effort away. Inhale, reach your right leg back and up. Bend your left knee. Keep the right toe spinning down. Keep the right heel where it is in space. Start to lengthen the left leg. Draw the right knee into your chest. Step to the top of your mat. Widen your right foot to the right. Widen your stance. Little bend in the back knee, press down, rise up, coming up to your crescent lunge. Take the arms, reach them high, holding on to your lunge legs. Keeping that right knee stacked over the ankle. Bring your hands to your hips. With your hands on your hips, that action of pressing off the back legs, find high knee shape. Keeping the hips level. Taking that left knee up into the chest and crossing into your eagle legs. Up in the upper inner thighs, cross, and you double wrap the ankle. Once you found your eagle legs, arms wide to a T. Take the arms forward, right elbow crossing on top. Back of the hands touch. When you hold your thumb, when you hold palm presses together. Elbows to the height of the shoulder, hands reach forward. Like a one-legged chair, start to bend both legs a little more. Hips shifting back as the arms press forward. Keep the belly lifting in. Hold on to your eagle arms. Upper inner thighs squeezing your eagle legs. Holding on to your eagle arms, the forearms press together. But start to unravel your legs. Press the left heel back. Find your warrior three legs. With the left heel pressing back, looking down at your elbow creases. Left toes swinging down, chest pulling forward. Notice if that left hip is rolling up. Can you keep both hip bones pointing down evenly? You can keep your eagle arms. Maybe unravel your eagle arms to find any variation of your warrior three. Maybe your arms come back. Maybe they come to your chest. Maybe the arms come all the way forward. Yogi's choice. Then your hands come down to the floor, forward fold. Feet down to the floor. Inhale, halfway rise. Plant your palms, stepping back to your plank pose. Yogi's choice, you can go through your flow. You're welcome to skip it. We'll all meet again in our downward facing dog. Moving with your own breath. Move back to that idea of what feels good. And you can add movement in or take them away. And you just holding in stillness, coming back to your breath. We'll all meet again in our downward facing dog. Taking an inhale, reaching your right leg back and up, bending your left knee, toes spinning down. Draw the right knee into your chest, stepping to the top of your mat, coming into your lunge. Press down, rise up, arms coming overhead. Inhale, arms up. And hands come back down to the floor, step back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg, back it up, bend the right knee. Left heel back, keep the toes spinning down, start to lengthen the right leg even more. Draw the knee into the chest. And rounding, stepping forward into your crescent lunge, you can widen the foot. Press down, rise up, coming into your crescent lunge with a bend in the back knee. Reach the arms up as you stay rooted down into the legs. Keep the belly lifting in, coming back to the breath. And softening the left toes. Bring your hands to your hips. And using the power of your back toes, drawing the right knee into the chest. Keep the hips level. From the upper inner thigh, cross the right leg over like a one-legged chair. The right toes can dangle, maybe double wrap. Taking the arms wide to a T. Inhale, arms forward. This time, left elbow on top. Bend the elbows, back of the hands together. You can poke your thumb. Maybe both palms pressed together. Sinking a little deeper into this one-legged chair-shaped eagle. Elbows lift to the height of the shoulders, forearms reach forward, upper inner thigh squeezing for dear life. Listen to wobbling in the ankle, coming back to your breath. Sinking any deeper, inner thigh squeezing, hold the eagle arms, but unravel the legs as the right heel presses back and you lean forward into your warrior three legs. Right heel back, chest forward, forearms squeezing. Notice if the right hip is lifting, square the hips and chest down. You can hold on to your eagle arms or unravel your arms. Arms can come back into any version of warrior three life. Maybe your hands come to center at your chest. Maybe the arms come forward. All hands come down, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. Holding, plant your palms, step right back into your downward facing dog. Palms down, hips back and up. Inhale, that left leg back and up. Knee into the chest, step forward, widen your stance. Press down, rise up, back into your crescent lunge. And then exhale, hands to the floor, step back into your plank pose. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. A full deep breath in, and a full deep breath out. Inhaling high on your toes, and with your exhale, hop off your step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway rise. Exhale as you fold, bend your knees, arms forward, press down long legs, all standing. Exhale, palms to the heart, and arms releasing down. Inhale, arms rise, interlace the fingers. Inhale, up and over to the right. Coming back through center, up and over to the left. Coming back through center, cactus the arms, pull the chest forward and up. Lengthen the arms, interlace the fingers, shoulders roll back, lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold, keep the hands interlaced. Bend the knees, arms reach back, chest pulls forward. Fold and plant your palms, stepping back to your plank. Final vinyasa here. We'll all meet again in our downward facing dog. Taking what you need and leaving behind what you no longer need. Holding on to your downward facing dog for 5 breaths. Full deep breath in. A full deep breath out. Palms pressing down as the hips rise back and up. Belly lifting and the head releasing down. Lowering your knees, coming into your child's pose. Letting the hips shift back as the arms press forward. Letting the chest come down in between or on the thighs. Start to slow down your breath. Staying in your child's pose, slide your hands under the shoulders. And start to roll up to seated. Once you're all the way up, taking your legs forward, coming into Dandasana. Legs forward, hands by your side, finding a neutral spine. Bring the feet flex, the toes can spin high. Arms reaching forward, tuck your chin, belly pulls back, slow motion, roll down. Reach the arms forward, rounding your shoulder blades as you roll all the way down. Returning the soles of the feet back to the floor. And cross your right leg over your left. Draw your knees into your chest. You can hold to the backs of your calves. Or walk your hands out to your heels as you flex your feet. You have to lift your head to get your heels. You can stay in an eagle shape lying on your back. Or holding on to your legs, a little rock to find yourself seated. So finding your eagle legs seated, make sure your feet are equidistant away from your hips. Taking an inhale to lift the chest. You can stay upright. Or maybe starting to fold forward with the knees crossed. If this shape doesn't work for you, you can stay upright or just be in a cross-legged posture. Or option to stay on your back. Letting the hands soften, the elbows soften toward the floor. Letting the belly rest on your thighs. Breathing into the back of the body, the space between your shoulder blades. Bring awareness back into the hands, the palms press down, lift your chest, walking your hands back. And just as gracefully as you rocked up, you're going to rock yourself back to the floor, uncross the legs. And other side, left leg crossing over the right. Draw the knees into the chest, hold behind your calves. You can stay there. Or walk your hands out to your heels to draw the heels in. Again, if this is enough stretch for you, you can stay here. Or the little rock and roll will meet seated. Having the knees stacked, the feet and heels equidistant away from your hips. Arms by your side to lengthen the spine. This is enough of a stretch, you can stay here. Or maybe you start to walk your hands forward as you fold the chest melt down onto the side. The belly softening, the back releasing. And the weight of your torso helps to release the hips and legs. Maybe slowing the breath down, maybe softening the eyes even more. Coming back to that idea of noticing how your practice feels. A little less focus on what it looks like, what it's supposed to look like. And see what you need at this point in your practice. Pressing your palms down, lift your chest. Start to walk your hands back, coming upright again. And just as you roll up, we're going to roll back down, unravel the legs, feet on the floor. Once the feet are down, fingertips raise the back of the heels. If you find the heels, walk the feet a little further away. Press down, lift your hips coming into your bridge pose, back of the head heavy as the hips rise up. Letting the hips come back down. Shift your hips to the left. Draw your knees in, drop them to the right. The higher your legs are, the higher the twist will be in the spine. You can play with where your legs are in space. The lower they are away from the torso, the lower the twist will be. Right arm wide to a T. Left hand on your hip. Draw your hip away. Let the shoulders get heavier and then let that left arm come wide to a T. Doing a twist in the spine, release of your breath. Coming back through center. Feet to the floor. Shift your hips to the right. Draw your knees in and down to the left. And again, you can play with where your legs are in space. The higher the knees are into the chest, the higher the twist. The further the legs are, the lower the twist. Take your left arm wide to a T, right hand on your hip, and pull your hip away from your shoulders. Once you found all that space in the ribs, taking your right arm beside you to a T or a cactus shape. Trying to revolve your chest to face up as you release the spine and release your breath. Softening your palms and fingers. Finding your even, steady breath. Coming back through center, feet back to the floor. If you need any final postures here to close out your practice, you're welcome to add them in. If you're ready to move forward into your Shavasana, start to lengthen your legs and your arms by your side, palms up, heels heavy. Coming into this final moment of stillness. More movement is needed. The sound and movement of your own breath. Surrendering all the effort of the legs to the floor. Mixing the work of your thighs and your quads. Releasing the lower and the upper back. Then the back of the ribs spreading on the floor. The arms heavy, but the fingers and palms soft. Focusing on the sound of your own breath. Your moments in stillness and silence in Shavasana. So deepen your breath. Invite movement to your fingers, hands, toes, feet. Invite any movement you need. Roll to your right side. Your arm is a pillow. And your eyes closed or looking down. So the strength of your arms, moving your way to any seated posture. During your seated posture, bringing your palms to your heart, lifting your heart in gratitude and bowing your head. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.